The Conference of Bishops gathers twice a year for business meetings. And when we're together, we do a lot of routine business, as you might expect, hearing reports and following up on roster issues, kind of routine stuff. But the really important pieces of the meeting for me are worship. We ground ourselves in who we are as people of God. We hear good preaching. Together we kind of receive the sacrament and sing hymns and renew our faith, which is really an important thing for us to do together as a body. And the second is the fellowship that we share, the support and encouragement that we can give one another no matter what we're going through, no matter whether the times are good or bad, we can share our joys and sorrows. For me, that includes some prayer time with someone that has agreed to be my prayer partner. We had a number of significant conversations at this meeting. Probably the biggest one that everyone will recognize is the right sizing of our national church-wide office and our issues related to some of the finances that we're all dealing with. I call it right sizing because there were people who needed to be laid off, and the same has happened, of course, in our own synod. That's been a really difficult thing for all of us, that we're not working with as many people as we would like to do this mission together. But I really think that both the ELCA and our Upstate New York Synod are trying not just to react to finances, but to really be missionally focused in the alignment of their work. And so they're trying to become more streamlined, more efficient. They had a design team that sent some proposals to us, and we responded to them on behalf of the bishops and our synods, how it would impact. They made some changes in the design proposal based on our input, and then that went to the synod council, to the church council, and they have now acted on that design, and it's been published and publicized. I think that kind of alignment for mission is going to be really important for us to move forward as a church, to be more flexible, to reduce any redundancies that we might have in staffing, and to take far more advantage of some of the technologies that we have. They're doing some technological innovations that we heard about while we were there. We also heard about the Lutheran Malarial Initiative and some of the work that's being done around that. We'll be hearing more about that as we move into the future. And probably the most fun thing we did was go to the Fund for Leaders banquet, where the new seminarians who have received scholarship for their seminary education from that Fund for Leaders, which has met its goal to get to $20 million by 2010, and to rejoice in the amazing gifts that are being brought to the future leadership of the church. I'm hoping that after our capital campaign, I might get to be one of the bishops who presents one of the awards. I think that we're already walking with the church-wide office through this time. Walk Together is, of course, a part of our mission, but it extends beyond this synod, to be sure. We do it through mission support and finances. Our basic mission support is really critical to the life of the ELCA, just like at the synod level, the congregational giving is hugely critical. But it's not the only thing we do. We share leaders. Dave Truland, a member of our synod, is on the church council. Tom Madden joined with me at this meeting with the vice president's gathering as he kind of learned some of his church-wide responsibilities. The Philadelphia seminary presidents were with us as well, and so we had opportunity to feed back to them some ideas around theological education, some creative ideas they're trying to imagine for their future. Prayer is hugely important. People who pray for the church, pray for bishops and leaders. In our synod, we always are praying for regents and bishops and synods around the country. Part of it is just being involved in the life of the church and knowing what's going on. We've been hugely fortunate as we move toward the genetics statement which will be coming to the churchwide assembly next summer, to have Dr. Bob LaBelle, who's a member of King of Kings Liverpool, be on the task force that has been working on this statement. He's going to be part of our delegation that's going to the churchwide assembly. What an amazing gift it is to have input all along the way as that statement was developed. Those kinds of inputs, going to listening posts around social statements, responding to webinars or to webcasts or to other ways that people gather information, all those are ways that we walk together with a churchwide expression.